You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Beautiful people, I'm May Queen, and something powerful is landing on the 1st of March 2026. The Make You Lounge, where faith meets vibe, where culture meets conversation, and where creativity meets purpose. Broadcasting live from London with strong diaspora root from the Make You Lounge every Sunday, 7 p.m. on Starr Radio UK. This isn't just a radio show, it is a movement. So lock it in, tell a friend, pull up to the lounge, because in the May Queen Lounge, we build legacy while we vibe. See you Sunday at 7 p.m.
This is Starr Radio UK.
All around the world. Are you ready to turn it up?
Call the studio now. Call the studio now.
Broadcasting live online. Cutting across the genres, tearing up the airwaves. All around the world.
Hi there, this is CJ Buckman, your life coach. And whenever I'm in London, I listen to Starr Radio UK right here. But guess what? You can listen to wherever you are.
Call the studio now. Call the studio now. Call the studio now.
Broadcasting live online. All around the world. Broadcasting live online. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie, and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. I want to salute each and every one and say welcome to the Starr Radio UK Wednesday edition of the morning show on the 22nd day of April, the year 2026, with the time now exactly 12 minutes past the top of the hour. Apologies for the late start of the program due to some skirmishes, some would say that. But I'm saying good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy. Good morning to Perry. Good morning to Felix, all the way in Aberdeen. Atako Fee, Niana Najo, the chief of Ashaman. I salute each and every one of you. Delta Hammond, good morning to you. A special good morning to my lovely sister in the US, Rosita. Gail, massive good morning. I'll be getting in touch with you just after the program this morning. So, yes, good morning. I wish you a speedy recovery there as well. And let me say good morning also to no other one but the one and only Eben, all the way in Cape Town, South Africa, where you are also listening to us from. I salute you. And to Mr. Lion Mikoiki, Mr. Frank Davids, KB Bosman, Vicky Newton, and the one and only May Queen. May, I hope you are doing well. Massive good morning to you and welcome to the program. Yes, come Sunday, we're going to be having the program, the May Q Lounge with May Queen once again. Yeah. Last Sunday there was a break, just to put things together nicely. But to the J Kwao family, once again, we want to say good morning to you, and once again, welcome to the program. I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Okay, so till 12 o'clock, where we bring the curtains down, where we know people will be joining in to go listen or watch the Prime Minister's Question Time, where it's going to be fire. We're going to be telling you more about all that. So I'll bring you the code for the day, weather forecast, follow you to then the travel update. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is known as Global Trotting. Then after which we continue to bring you no other the details of the stories making the rounds. At a quarter to 12 the line is activated, and then at 12 o'clock we bring the curtains down for the end of the program. So in a gist, that's what's going to happen. But wherever you are, stay tuned, don't touch the dial. Starr Radio UK, it is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, let's plod on. Well, so the quote for the day says, leave no stone unturned, no matter the difficulty you face on the way, knowing that every difficult situation is surmountable. Every difficult situation is what? Surmountable. So don't give in, don't give out. If you need to rest. But hey, be rest assured of one thing. You plowed on and you plowed on and you plowed on. You succeed at last. Starr Radio UK. On the weather front, looking through the windows and whilst on our way to the studio, I could tell you assuredly it was a blanket sunshine that we were seeing. However, it's a bit cold though. But let me give you the details of it. this morning. Well, this afternoon will be dry and fine with plenty of sunshine and just a few patches of cloud. The sunshine will be hazier in the afternoon due to the presence of some high cloud. It will be breezy as well. Tonight will continue dry with light winds and some patches of mist and fog forming during the early hours. This is Star Radio UK. The top temperature is going to be 16 degrees. The lowest is going to be 7 degrees. Well, sunset, UV level high, pollution low, sunset 20:08 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 05:51 hours, bringing us to the end of the weather forecast. And this is Star Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now we move on straight to the travel updates. Well, I can tell you assuredly, if you are using the underground, Bakerloo line has got past suspension between Harrow and Wilston and Queen's Park. The entire line, most of them are experiencing severe delays due to the strike action that has been taken by the underground, and some of the London Overground as well. However, DLR and London Tramlink are running a good service. Then moving on to the major roads in London, I can tell you shortly, apart from the Silvertown Tunnel that is experiencing serious delays, all the others have no exceptional delays. The River Bus is running a good service. The London Cable Car also running a good service, bringing us straight to the final segment of the travel update, and that is the National Rail, where I got this for you. As I say, keep your eyes on the road, also keep you navigated. Our promise, our bond. Now, Grand Central, Great Northern, Great Western, how trains are experiencing special services. Also, London North Eastern Railway, Lumo, and Thameslink special services. On that note, I will say it once again as I normally will, while we prepare ourselves to take a break. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. I'll be with you in a jiffy. Just stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Hi, I am recording from the beautiful country of Ghana. I'm staying at the Oceanic Resort here in Accra, Ghana, where I am topping up my vitamin D and feeling so energized and vibrant. As you can see, the lovely sea behind me and the sand. I've also brought my products with me, which also helps to energize me. I brought my P84, my Phytopower X, and the new kid on the block, my Protandem. If you would like to hear more or learn more about these wonderful products that I'm taking, you can either inbox me or click on the link below. Thank you for listening. My health is definitely my wealth. Thank you.
Hey, beautiful people. I'm May Queen, and something powerful is landing on the 1st of March 2026. The Make You Lounge, where faith meets vibe, where culture meets conversation, and where creativity meets purpose. Broadcasting live from London with strong diaspora root from the Make You Lounge every Sunday, 7 p.m. on Star Radio UK. This isn't just a radio show, it is a movement. So lock it in, tell a friend, pull up to the lounge, because in the May Queen Lounge, we build legacy while we vibe. See you Sunday at 7 p.m.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Star Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Star Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to 11:24, and now we move on to look at the details of some of the stories making the rounds this morning, i.e. global trotting. Okay. Well, some of the stories making the rounds because of our time, so let's be snappy there. UK inflation rate rises to 3.3% in March after Iran war pushes up fuel prices. And then Starmer to face Prime Minister's questions after ex-Foreign Office chief says he was pressured over Mandelson vetting. So the question is, who was pressuring him? Was it the Prime Minister? But he was saying number 10. So who is number 10? Is it the Prime Minister's Chief of Staff or what? So you want to know more? You got to stay tuned. And we're going to be bringing all that your way. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, so we move on. In other stories making the rounds as well. Prime Minister sends chill through civil service. Its union bosses are saying. And a third ship attacked in Strait of Hormuz after Trump extends Iran's ceasefire. The first vessel was fired at by the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps. And the UK MTO says a report in Iran says IRGC also hit the other two ships. Okay, the damage, oh boy. Okay, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Moving on straight to some of the other stories making the rounds this morning, notably on the African continent as well. And what have I got there for you? So on the African front as well, Taiwan's president cancels Eswatini trip after African countries close airspace. Why? And phone tracking shows how Colombian mercenaries back Sudan's RSF report. The conflict inside group says its research also shows the extent of the UAE element. And Nigeria charges 6 people with treason over Independence Day coup plot. What's that? Okay, and Black Beauty Queen, who represented South Africa at the Miss World during the apartheid days, have died aged 76. Starr Radio UK, lots more coming your way from there as I bring you everything that you need to know from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar. As I say, if it's making the headlines, be rest assured of one thing, that we will touch on it. Now, in other stories making the rounds on the African front, Russia, Libya, foreign ministers hold talks in Moscow. Russia is ready to assist Libya in restoring unity and national reconciliation, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said on Tuesday. Well, after a brief press conference, and Egypt's President El-Sisi hopes Finnish leader to stop for talks in Cairo. And then moving on, French ambassador says South Africa should attend all G20 summits after the U.S. president barred South Africa from attending the G20 summit at his Miami area club later this year. The French ambassador to the South Africa has said they have to attend all G20 summits. Okay, are they going to attend the one in South Africa? The question is no. In the US, the question is no, which I'm not sure of. Now, China has pledged deeper cooperation with Mozambique and South Sudan to hold election in December as fighting rages. What kind of election would that be? Well, you want to know more, you got to stay tuned because we're bringing you more on that front. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In Nigeria, Lagos court jails 14 over cable theft at Lagos Airport construction site. The trial of El Rufai may miss ADC presidential primary, so he will miss his opportunity. And Nigeria charges 6 people with terrorism treason over 2025 coup plot. And NUPRC goes paperless, pushes reforms as ISAN tax indigenous oil producers. Well, they're going to be saying, well, we still want the good old days, as they say, good old days, where we were using the paper and therefore you can just cancel anything, check anything out without a trace. But hey, what do you think about all that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time to 11:30 as we continue to bring you more on the front of Africa as well. In Ghana loses more than 3 million Ghana cedis to corruption annually. 3 million is not bad. Are you talking about billion or million? 3 million? Okay. Transparency International is saying, is it $3 million or 3 million Ghana cedis? Boy, that is just what? MPP won't see anything good about Mohammed's government until they change their spectacles. Hamza Suhuyini is saying, and Muhammad has shown intent in combating corruption. Mary Ada also said. And in other stories as well, ECG MD denies overcharging claims, attribute bill hikes to delayed tariff update, and Ghana doesn't lack laws, we only lack the willpower to enforce them. How true is that? You want to know more, you got to stay tuned because I'm going to be bringing you more on that front. And so the cabinet approves visa waiver agreement with Zambia, Maldives, Antigua, and Barbuda. Okay, those are some of the stories making the rounds this morning on Starr Radio UK, which we're going to be bringing your way. Officer of Special Prosecutor was not established to be independent of Attorney General. Nisa Saini has also said he's also a legal brain, so maybe saying that from experience. I'm not a legal brain, so at times I would think, take what they are saying. But, well, that is what they are saying there. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, a quick break. Once we come back, and I will bringing you nothing else. But you know what? Yes. All the details of the stories that we are looking at this morning. And as I said, we would love to know what your take is on the issues that is being discussed. So you can post it on the platforms that we are broadcasting on. And also you can post it on the, or you can call in at 11:45 when the line is activated. Or whatever it is, make sure your voice is heard. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Welcome back to the program Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And there's this quick announcement, and then we continue with the show. And what have I got for you? Yeah. GIL Accountancy Services Yes, your trusted chartered accountants and business advisors, helping you stay compliant, save tax, and grow with confidence. Reliable accounting and tax support you can trust. Well, at GIL Accountancy Services, we provide tailored accounting, tax, and business advisory solutions, giving you peace of mind and helping your business thrive. Now, initial consultation is free. So, the services that they provide includes accounts preparation, personal and business tax returns, bookkeeping, payrolls and management accounts, VAT returns and VAT advisory, tax planning and business advisory, gift and claims as well. They will support you in self-employed individuals, landlords and property investors, partnerships, limited companies, charities, and social enterprises. Why do you have to choose GIL Accountancy Services? Because they are professional, friendly, and reliable. Tailored solutions for your goals. Proactive tax planning, clear, practical advice, dedicated client support. Take control of your finance today. Call 07961 248834, or you can email them at dan@gilaccountants.com, dan@gilaccountants.com. Or if you want to go to their website, it's www.gilaccountants.com, and you get it all there. Well, GIL Accountancy Services, the best in accounting. All right. Now, let's move on to the other part of the program this morning, where I bring you the details of all the stories that we are looking at this morning. And what have I got for you? Yes, I do. As I said, I need to make sure that those of you who want to follow on the Prime Minister's question time will be able to do so there as well. But UK inflation rate rises to 3.3% in March after Iran war pushes up fuel prices. Of course, remember when the Chancellor of the Exchequer went to the US for a conference, was it last week or thereabout? She was so upset about the war and saying that Trump and the US and Israel have entered into that war, but they didn't have a plan for getting out of it. So it was looking at the skirmishes, the pain that is going to cause. But you remember one of the U.S. Is it one of the business advisors or one of them saying that, well, we all have to go through pain before we get. But what pain? What are we going to be getting out of that? Well, someone saying that, well, Iran was causing is a tyrant or whatever. But the UK inflation rate rose to 3.3% in the year to March after the U.S.-Israel war with Iran caused the largest jump in petrol and diesel prices in over 3 years. The rise from 3% in the year to February was largely due to increased fuel prices, while airfares and food also contributed, the Office of National Statistics said. The figures provide the first official look at the impact of the Middle East conflict on the cost of living in the UK. Now, inflation is now expected to be higher this year due to the war, and higher energy costs could also slow down the economy as people and businesses have less money to spend. Inflation could peak around 3.5% to 4% this year. Economists have predicted this will be higher than the Bank of England's target of 2%, but much lower than the double-digit rates seen earlier on in the war in Ukraine in 2022. Now, wholesale energy prices have soared since the Iran war began on the 28th of February, and with the production and transportation of energy across the Middle East slowing or stopping entirely due to missile strikes and drone attacks. Well, the Strait of Hormuz. Well, everybody can blame their issue on the war and what is going on at the Strait of Hormuz. But one of the important stories this morning that is making the rounds, that is quite scary, is pertaining to the Starr, the Prime Minister, who is under a lot of barrage from his appointment of Peter Mandelson as the UK's ambassador. Now, Keir Starmer will take questions later at PMQs, the first since the former Foreign Office boss gave evidence about the Lord Mandelson vetting row. Ollie Robbins, who was sacked last week, told MPs that Number 10 had put constant pressure on his department over Mandelson. He also said Downing Street had taken a dismissive attitude to vetting the government. The government has denied the claim, saying it was reasonable to ask for updates on Mandelson's appointment. The head of the FDA trade union, which represents civil servants, says Robbins' sacking has sent a chill through the civil service and accuses Starmer of losing the ability to work with the service. Now, Labour Minister Pat McFadden said that Keir Starmer acted fairly in these circumstances. A possible challenge to Starmer's leadership is being discussed around Westminster again, where there's no obvious successor. But this is where I ask the question once again. If you take the issue of Boris Johnson, Partygate, and the result of that, the consequences of that, let me put it that way, where because they said, well, there was Partygate, Boris Johnson lied to Parliament and all those things that happened after that, and we ended up seeing Boris Johnson being ejected from 10 Downing Street, resigning. Then you find out that after which there was a squabble for the position, the leading position. And what happened from that? We had Liz Truss coming in. And what happened? Coming out with that budget and those things because she was trying to find favor or do whatever, and then everything went coming down. What? Boom, boom, boom. So just coming on to changing leadership and all that uncertainty is not good for the country at all. And I'm saying this in line with the fact that, well, they said that they wanted to appoint, or they wanted Peter Mandelson to be in Washington before Donald Trump was sworn in. Why were they pushing for that agenda? Why were they choosing Peter Mandelson? Because, as I said, he was one in the thick of things there. They knew laws. He knew Trump. They were all friends with Epstein. I'm not saying that they were involved in anything, but these are people who felicitate in that same atmosphere or that particular ground or background. Okay, that's why they were pushing the agenda, because they knew that if they push him there, he will be one who will speak favorably for the country. Because when you're appointing an ambassador, the thing is that you want somebody who speaks favorably, or who that country, the host country, likes in a way, or who can articulate the voice of that country to the host country, so that you can have good trade relationship and all that stuff. So I've been saying this time and time and over again that the Prime Minister took this action, pushing him there because they knew that he was the only person who had been in that circles and knew exactly what to say and what to do. When he was put in there, what happened next? We had good trade deal. We had all good stuff. So, one more. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. We have to move on because we've not got enough time this morning to bring you everything from there. Do you think the Prime Minister should go? Do you think he should stay? Should I go or should I stay? Or should I stay or should I go? What do you think? Let me hear from you. Starr Radio UK. Okay, now let's move on. Trump buys time for Iran deal after frantic day of diplomacy. Tuesday began as a frantic day of diplomacy in Washington, with Air Force 2 ready to fly Vice President J.D. Vance to Islamabad for another round of peace talks between the U.S. and Iran. Now, several hours later, Air Force 2 hadn't taken off and the negotiations were postponed. President Donald Trump announced that he would extend the ceasefire with Iran, set to expire on Wednesday evening, to allow the regime more time to create a unified proposal to end the war. In between, Trump weighed his option as the world waited to see if the countries were on any closer to ending the war. Now, Trump's decision marked the second time in as many weeks that he has backed off a threat to escalate the war, buying himself more time to wind down a conflict as it approaches the 2-month mark. Now, Vance never officially announced the Islamabad trip, however, leaving Washington guessing, and Iran never officially committed to attending the talks, leaving the White House in the difficult position of deciding whether or not to send Vance, with no assurance that Tehran will even come to the table. As the day wore on, signs of a postponement emerged. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner, senior members of the U.S. negotiation team led by Vance, flew to Washington from Miami instead of heading straight to Islamabad. Soon after, Vance made his way to the White House for policy meetings as the president and his senior advisors debated what to do next. In the end, Trump announced the ceasefire extension on Truth and Social, his preferred means for war updates since it began. In late February, the president said he made a decision at the request of Pakistan, which has mediated talks between Tehran and Washington. We have been asked to hold our attack on the country of Iran until such time as their leaders and representatives can come with a unified proposal, Trump said. Notably, Trump this time did not specify how long the ceasefire might last. Earlier this month, he said a 2-week deadline for the first ceasefire. That came after conflicting comments in press interview, during which he said the talks were going well, but also warned that he will consider resuming the war if Iran refused to negotiate. There's no clear formula for ending wars. Jim Jeffrey, a former U.S. ambassador to Iraq and Turkey, said Trump isn't the first U.S. president to threaten significant military escalation. Jeffrey added, while also putting a good deal on the table. But Iran was saying, we wouldn't come to a table, we wouldn't go for a negotiation when we are being threatened. Yeah? Okay. So it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And we are moving on swiftly to some of the other stories. But as I said, the line is opened. The line is open. And if you want to call, feel free to do so, because the program will be brought to an end exactly at 12 o'clock.
Call the studio now. Call the studio now.
Yes, so Starr Radio UK, and just look for, that is on Teams, Starr Radio UK, and you can call in. Thank you very, very much on that front. In Europe, the EU has decided on key 90 billion euro Ukraine loan after pipeline deadlock ends. The funding was agreed last December, but it had been held up in a row over Russia oil supplies to Hungary. And now, Hungary is no more hungry. Well, Viktor Orban is not there, and therefore the new leadership may be because of that. So let's see what it does for the country. But it is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. In another story as well, a torture and beating photo seized during Lions gang raids in Spain. Spanish police have seized more than 100 photographs which appear to show torture and beatings from an apartment, linked to a Scottish organized crime group. The pictures were discovered at a flat in Fuengirola during a series of raids targeting alleged members of the Lions gang on the Costa del Sol last month. Detectives in Scotland and Spain are trying to identify the victims shown in the images. Police in both countries have been carrying out a joint investigation into the Lions group for more than 2 years. The pictures are said to show victims with broken limbs, head injuries, and a gruesome image of an arm. They were found hidden in a piece of furniture. A source said investigators haven't been able to find out yet if the crimes evidenced by the photos were committed in Spain or elsewhere, but they're saying that it was committed. Now, it seems more likely at this stage they were committed outside of Spain, but they have been sent through Interpol to police Scotland, and detectives in both countries are currently conducting more inquiries. It's also possible, of course, but unlikely that the photos have been taken from the internet and were being used to instill fears in rivals and enemies of the Lions gangs. Okay, well, this is all coming away from Starr Radio. Okay, because of our time, we need to quickly just plow on and go to Africa and have a look at some of the stories making the rounds there, as well as the program goes on. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay. Now, this is a story that I'm a bit worried about, but let me just bring that your way. Now, Taiwan's president Lai Ching-te has cancelled a trip to the southern African nation of Eswatini, accusing China of putting pressure on other countries to bar his aircraft from flying over their territories. Seychelles, Mauritius, and Madagascar revoked Lai's flight permit after intense pressure and economic coercion from China, said a Taiwan official. China denied coercion while praising the three Indian Ocean nations, saying it had high appreciation for them. This is the first publicly known instance where Taiwan's leader had to cancel a trip due to revoked flight permits. Eswatini is one of 12 nations which are diplomatic allies of Taiwan and the only one in Africa. Well, and with the influence of China on the African continent, boy, I don't think they got Taiwan has got a leg to stand on, because they invest lots of monies in those African countries, and therefore, if you want that, boy, oh boy, oh boy. But what do you think about all that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bring it a time now to exactly 8 minutes to the top of the hour. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to bring the program to a close. But wherever you are, don't even think of it. Touching the dial. All right then. Now, one other story that I want us to look at, and then we move on. We are in Africa now, as I would say. We are in Africa. Our plane has just landed in Africa proper. Now, it was a controversial move from Donald Trump. The U.S. president barred South Africa from attending the G20 summit at his Miami area club in December. Then South Africa was not invited to participate by France at the G7 summit in June. French ambassador to the South Africa, David Martinon, had called for the country to be included from G20 meetings. Now, France being also a founding member of the G20, we consider, of course, that South Africa is a full-fledged member of the G20 and should be part of all its meetings, Martinon said. As for the G7, I can only refer to what President Ramaphosa said about it, that if I remember, it's something like you can't be de-invited from a forum you don't belong to. But that is his words, the ambassador said. Now, France denied allegation it was bending to pressure from Washington. It's saying it decided to invite Kenya on this occasion. So that means France and South Africa is not going to be there. But they're saying they should attend all G20 summit, but not, well, the one that was held by Trump. Okay, let's move on. In Nigeria, 6 people in Nigeria, including a retired major general and a 7 police inspector, have been charged with treason for attempting to overthrow President Bola Tinubu in a coup last year. Now, the charges were filed by the Attorney General at the Federal High Court in the capital, Abuja, where the defendants are due to appear before Justice Joyce Abdul Malik on Wednesday. A 7th person, a former governor and one-time oil minister, Timipre Silva, was also named by the court documents, said he was still at large. Now, rumors of the coup plots first surfaced in October 2025 when the government abruptly cancelled a planned military parade to mark Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary. At the time, officials cited security threats, but speculations quickly linked the cancellation to a possible coup plot. The military denied the suggestion, but in January, it announced that 16 officers were to be tried before a military court for attempting to oust the president. It is unclear whether the charges filed in the Federal High Court, which also include terrorism and money laundering, are in addition to the military prosecution. Silva, who served as a petroleum minister from 2019 to 2023 under former President Muhammadu Buhari and was also governor of the South Oil-rich Bayelsa State from 2007 to 2012, denied links to a coup plot after his house was ransacked by investigators last October. An arrest warrant was issued for him the following month in a separate case launched by the country's anti-corruption. At the time, his spokesman said the former minister was in the UK for a medical checkup and said the allegations were politically motivated. You know, for sure. That's what we all say there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Just 4 minutes for the end of the program as we go on. So let me now quickly go on to the one of the countries. You know what? That is Ghana. And let's see what is happening there. Well, I doubt the figures here. But the executive director of the Transparency International Ghana, Madam Mary Ada, has revealed that Ghana loses more than 3 billion. That's correct. So the headlines was captured wrongly because it was saying 3 million. Ghana said that is chicken feed. But 3 billion Ghana cedis annually to corrupt practices in various institutions. About 3 and even more billions of cedis goes into corruption on an annual basis, she revealed. The victimless crime, he said, it's not only a statistic, but represents a direct theft of people's future, as these funds are sufficient to provide quality education, improved healthcare, and robust road network for the nation. The cost of corruption on the lives of ordinary citizens is huge. The number of schools that could have been built for our children, our grandchildren, to have opportunity is taken away by the corrupt, she lamented. Now, with the effects of the canker becoming unbearably everyday, Madam Ada called on the citizens to be vocal against the fight against corruption, insisting that it is part of the ways of ensuring accountability. Madam Ada also urged the Ghanaians to take an apolitical stand and demand greater accountability from those in power. She argued that citizens must move beyond aloofness of the past 2 decades and use their voices to insist on change. And the question is, do we frown on the means that people use to get rich? Because it looks like when it comes to our communities, it's the end justifies the means. So it doesn't matter so far as you are rich, whatever way, however you became rich, doesn't matter. You are rich, so you've also arrived. However, the situation is the means has to be a proper means. And if you want to maybe go knife yourself, do whatever to make your own money, fine, I don't care about that. But to steal monies that are meant for other people, and you know, we go to church and people, lots of Ghanaians go to church and they'll be praying, the devil and they're praying. Meanwhile, if this leaders or those who are corrupting, those who are doing this thing, cease to do that, those monies could be used to build hospitals, to finance healthcare, to build good schools, to build good roads, so that when you are traveling, you are not involved in an accident. And when those children go to school, they are able to learn, sit at a very good place and learn, and what? They have jobs to go to. But some individuals will just say, well, jobs contract given to them, we're not getting the value for money and all stuff. And what happens next? They are rich. You go die and all that. You become impoverished. And what do you think? You think going to church to go and pray about that? Maybe you pray that God kills them, and maybe that will do. But what do you think? Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I have to bring the program to a close for today. It's been a pleasure coming your way. God willing, tomorrow I'll be back. But until then, I say have a blessed day and see you all later. It's been me, your one and only Archie, saying what? Have a blessed day. Bye-bye for now.
Broadcasting live online.
Thanks for listening.